It's the ultimate guide to anything Filipino in Las Vegas. This is the Las Vegas Filipino Resource Guide radio show on PHLV Radio.
Hello, everyone. You are tuning in to another episode of PHLV Radio's Las Vegas Filipino Resource Guide, keeping you connected to your community. I am your host, Sarah Mel Paglino-Juan. Thank you for tuning in. We are live every Thursday at 6 p.m. We have a familiar face in the studio. Welcome back, Kuya G.
Thank you so much, Sarah Mel.
Yes, thank you for joining us.
It's nice to be back here at studio, PHLV Radio Studios, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, nice to see you, of
nice
course.
To see
It's
you
been
too.
a while.
It's been a year, I think. No, I don't know. It feels like it.
Yeah, I was gone actually for a while too, though.
You've been gone?
Just got back from Philippines.
That's why I haven't seen you. I thought
Yeah.
you've been busy with.
Oh
work.
no, I was in the Philippines. I went to Boracay and.
How long? Oh my
Of course,
gosh.
nice place.
Hot still?
Yeah, I did the parasailing. Oh, it's really nice.
Yeah. Wow. Welcome back then.
I know, right?
We have the pleasure. He's gracing us with his beauty today. Speaking of beauty.
Oh, yes.
Please join me in welcoming our guest for today from Oasis Beauty Medical Aesthetics. Rachel, is that correct?
Yes.
Go ahead, introduce yourself. Give us a little bit of your background and then tell us about your business.
Yeah, so my name is Rachel Meyer. I moved here about 11 years ago. I've been in medical aesthetics ever since. I just love being of service to the community and to women and men in the area, helping everybody to feel beautiful, look beautiful. And I think that's just such a big thing nowadays is self-care. So I just love being a part of that journey with everybody. So that's my that's my kind of story with it all.
Yeah. Have you been liking it here for the last 11 years?
As long as I can escape.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit jolly right now. I'm like, wait a minute, how come you didn't invite me?
Where did you come from?
Seattle, Washington originally.
Not too far.
Yeah, no, not too far. Yeah.
The weather's a little bit better.
Different, yeah. It is better here, you know.
Yeah.
It's sunny always. There's always something to do.
You're right. That's very true. That's very, very true. How did you get connected to our community, if you don't mind me asking?
That's a good question. I fell into it by chance, actually.
Okay.
One of the designers introduced me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they were dressing me for a modeling event, and next thing you know, I was helping to sponsor Miss Philam, and I was just so honored to be a part of.
It's always something small like that. You never know what's going to happen.
It's so true.
Right?
It's so true. You meet so many wonderful people out here.
Yes, absolutely. Well, why don't you give us a little bit of a background or intro about your business, what it is that you offer, when did you open your business, stuff like that.
Of course, yes. So I've been in this exact field for 11 years.
Okay.
However, I did take over Oasis Beauty Medical Aesthetics about 6 years ago.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah. So it's been a while. It's been a while, yeah. I offer everything from non-surgical facial non-surgical facial, skin tightening, body contouring. I really love our regenerative medicine. That's one of my favorites.
What is that? What's rejuvenative medicine? Regenerative, yes. What is that? Go into depth about that. I'm
Regenerative
curious.
medicine is the smallest particle of a stem cell, so it's called an exosome, and it's really a communicator cell. So it's I kind of liken it to Lazarus.
Okay.
So whatever's not communicating anymore, what's kind of dead and not working anymore, it's going to bring that back into fruition, and it helps that by helping to ease inflammation and to soothe the inflammation around a wound and helping those, instances reconnect and communicate back together. So
so it can be, it's not just for the face, it's all over the body.
It's not just for the face. We can do it systemically, internally for our clientele. It's such an amazing adventure. We've worked with patients from stroke to heart issues, TBI, you name it, skin, issues, digestive issues, any kind of system issues that you can, imagine. So from endocrine to
That's what's the downtime like that? Like any side effects?
Side effects?
Yeah.
Looking younger, feeling better, feeling more youthful. Downtime, it really isn't a downtime per se.
Okay.
When somebody is injected with regenerative medicine, typically they'll start feeling within a week to 2 weeks the regenerative effects of it, depending on the amount and the route that it's, taken in, which is really nice for patients because you can kind of feel where it's going.
Like working.
Where it's working.
Absolutely.
And so it's really nice. For instance, my collarbones, I had fractured them. And within 2 weeks, it was really working on my collarbone area. And I could really tell the difference. It was like thump, thump, thump. And then all of a sudden, no pain anymore in the area. And I was moving. I was, rowing down the river. Yeah. Kayaking.
Yeah, do whatever you need to do. Climbing mountains. So it can be done like back to back then, right?
It can be done back to back. So it just depends on what a person's issues are, how severe the issues are, depending on how much a patient will need. Yeah. But we're typically right now seeing 2 to 3 vials at 5 cc's each is pretty standard.
Wow, that's really cool. I've never heard of that. That's why I wanted to learn.
For the booster, it's amazing.
And share that with, I wanted to share that with our viewers.
Oh, I love it. It's my favorite.
What else do you offer? I know you were saying
facials, non-surgical facelifts.
Okay.
So something would be radio frequency to tighten the skin, microneedling, our tried and true, our vampire facials.
I heard of that one. Yep.
That's the one that Kim Kardashian made famous.
Have you heard of that, Luigi?
I've heard of that.
I think you take blood, right? Yes. And then they vampire facials. Go ahead, explain it, Rachel.
How does that work?
So a phlebotomist will draw the patient's blood, spin it in a centrifuge, and then separate the platelets and the plasma from the red blood cells themselves, topically put that back onto the patient's skin externally and needle that in, and that's going to cause regeneration in cells in that area. So if we place it topically, we're building more skin cells. If we place it somewhere, inject it internally, we can do things like ligament tendon repairs, things like tennis elbows, knee joint problems, those kinds of things. It's really, really fun when we're getting into healing patients in this manner, because a father can get up and go to work again, a mother can hold her child again, people can move about and feel healthy again. So these are the internal kinds of things that we do, likened along with, the kind of the peptide side of things, where, we're going more internal into somebody and helping to, really heal a person, from the inside out, and not just, having the beauty from the outside, which is fun too.
Right, of course.
Facials are fun too.
You want both?
I want both. I always want both.
We want both.
We can keep the body like,
yes, exactly.
Right? Then we have that longevity, and we can be more of service to ourselves, to our families, to our communities, and everything else.
Yeah. Wow, that's awesome. Have you always wanted to do this when you were younger, or did you kind of fall into this?
So from a very, very young age, yes. My younger sister was born very, very premature.
Okay.
She was 1 pound. And so as my parents were working so much, we were kind of turnkey kids. So I was her caretaker, really.
You were helping her,
And because she was so disabled in one sense of the word, growing up, I was always searching for a way to help her. And in turn, figuring out ways that I can self-manage too, so I can elevate my knowledge and myself to help her better. So, I started out by going into psychology, early childhood education, and then really, doing a deep dive into the cells in the brain, and, how all of these inner workings and the health and nutrition, and kind of pulling from all areas so that I could be of the best, mother.
You're right. to your sister and now
to
your
my
client.
sister, and now your clients. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah,
That's
so it
awesome.
really did start with an internal mindset, and then it was fun. Then I started doing the external.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, and I got back into the internal, and now I'm kind of taking a spiritual aspect to it and route to it as well.
Okay.
So adding some things like singing bowls and
I didn't know that.
just some different things like tuning forks and things of that nature to the business itself, so that when somebody comes in, the vibratory effects of the business itself and the frequency of the inner space itself is of a higher resonance. So we're getting healing from, you know, not just our love and laughter, not just our treatments, which are all wonderful and fun, but we're really looking at it from a holistic
standpoint.
a well-rounded aspect of it.
Yeah,
So.
you stay away from as medicinal as possible and keep that holistic.
We do.
Right.
We
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Yes. I would
love
say
that.
that's true. It's not that we don't have some medicinal things, but it is very true. If we can help heal the body with frequency therapeutics, with, you know, our nutrition, our diet, with vitamins, with trace minerals, and then of course our exosomes and things of that nature, our PRP, you know, platelet-rich plasma, and then of course doing our, you know, our exterior treatments, we can really keep the body very, very useful for quite some time.
And it's all collective.
It is all collective.
It's all collective. Wow.
Yeah, it is
That's
all
amazing.
collective.
You actually answered my next question. Which
wonderful.
I was going to say. You stand out from all the other, you know, medical aesthetics out there, but you answered that because I've never heard of the, you know, the sound bath and the holistic tied into all of that. So it's really, really awesome what you're doing.
Thank you. It's so important.
Yeah.
It's so important. Mm-hmm.
Are you doing most of the treatments yourself, or do you have staff?
We do have a staff.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
but you kind of do a little bit of it too.
I do.
Okay.
Yes. It's very hard for me to step back from I will say, you know, I take a look and I'm ready to leave and I'm like, no, fine, you know, I want to do it.
That's the life of a business owner.
I know. Control issues.
Because we have a family business, and you know, it gets busy at times, but then we're like, we should always hire somebody, and then my mom's like, no, we can't do it ourselves, and I'm like, I know, it's kind of hard to exactly what you mean.
I say that and then I look around and I'm like, no, actually I do need help. I need a lot of help. Yeah.
Where's the office, your office located
So
at?
we're located in Henderson. We're at 2530 St. Rose Parkway, right off of St. Rose and Paseo Verde.
Oh yes, I know
in
where that is.
Henderson.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have social media too? Website?
We do.
Go ahead, plug
social
it.
media. We gotta plug everybody into that. Our social media is oasisbeauty.lv. That's our Insta page. I believe on Facebook it's Oasis Beauty Medical Aesthetics. I wasn't, you know, so outside the box.
Yeah. Have your staff doing part of that, you know, just kidding.
Like, wow. So innovative. And then for our website, it's www.oasisbeauty.life, L-I-F-E. And I really had, you know, the intention of having it that way because we are talking about life.
Life, yeah, absolutely. Do you have any, are they able to book directly online, or do they have to contact the office?
They must contact the office.
Okay.
Yes. So we do complimentary consultations.
Oh,
however,
nice. Okay.
I really like to have more of a VIP kind of aspect for our clients.
Yeah.
So in managing how I'm booking and how we as a staff are booking, it makes it a lot easier for me to really dedicate the time and attention to each individual patient so I can customize their treatments.
It's more personable, right?
It is
I love that.
So much more personable because we're spending so much time.
Yeah.
with
And it's
you
an
guys.
investment.
It is an investment, and nobody wants to feel like you only have like a certain allotment of time, and then next. Like, I know your name, you know how many pets you have, where you traveled to. Yeah. I mean, if they tell me,
you want them to know that you care, right?
I do want them to know I care.
May I ask what one of your favorite treatments is that you've done besides the regenerative
Our
injections?
body contouring treatments
Okay.
so hot right now.
Okay.
I mean,
I've heard a little bit, but I'm not familiar.
Oh, for the summertime, it's amazing. So, when we can reduce the cellulite with the vellus shape and really get in there and break up that fascia, the connective tissue, and smooth out the area, you wouldn't believe how many women that really affects and helps just their confidence.
That's awesome.
And then ultrasound is a really beautiful way to cause permanent fat apoptosis. So permanently causing those fat cells to implode and die completely. And so we can really contour the body and reshape the body. And even depending on, everything, it's not laser lipo. A lot of men have more visceral fat.
Okay.
So can men use it as well?
Yeah, men can use it as well. The laser lipo is really for our male clientele because
that's so cool.
The visceral fat, the 940 nanometer can really target into that. And that's the fat that's surrounding the organs. That's a really dangerous kind of fat. So when you see a man who's got kind of a distended stomach, but there's not a lot of pinchable fat, that's the visceral fat. So that's a really good candidate for...
I am a good candidate.
I feel like everyone's a good candidate. I don't.
There's nothing that we can't do, right?
Yeah. An inch to pinch, I'll find it.
You'll find something.
I don't discriminate.
That's what we like.
No, absolutely not.
Wow, that is so cool.
Even the bra fat, the back fat. I mean, as we're kind of getting into, of course, the hotter seasons, the months and such. I mean, the back of the arms is a really good one to target.
Okay.
A lot of women, they'll go through the liposuction.
Yes.
And so they need that aftercare, that post-surgical aftercare. And so we're really able to provide that with the lymphatic drainage, with the vellus shape, and moving the remnants of that fat around and really contouring in and helping to...
And it tightens that area.
It tightens the skin, it tightens the area, and it really helps so that we're not dealing with the lumps and the bumps afterwards. And depending on if somebody is going to work out afterwards or not, we can actually cause the fat to move. So somebody might want a little more junk in the trunk. I know, so I'm constantly like, where's my inch that I can pinch from trying to get someone to do me on my breaks? But
that's and it's non-invasive too,
it's
right?
Non-invasive, no needles, no downtime. The patient can return right to their activities. And so they can literally come on a lunch break and just it's so true. And we do have patients that are like, hey, I have a little half-hour break, I have an hour, let me zip in and get some work done. And you just feel better. And also, and I just want to notate that when a client is investing in themselves, self-care, and this is so important, and this is something that I feel like isn't really talked about a lot.
Please talk about it.
But it's just so relevant. So when somebody is doing their, self-care, they're investing in themselves. What we're seeing is that when they leave, they're making healthier choices for themselves in general. Across the board. All of a sudden, they're working out. They're eating healthier. They go to that restaurant and they're like, you know what? I'm not going to do that pizza today. I'm going to do the salad instead. And so we're not just doing something that's looking good for somebody. We're actually changing the trajectory of their habits, their lifestyle.
You're helping them in a way get the ball rolling. You're motivating them to keep that ball going, right?
Having a healthy lifestyle. And it's a lifestyle change, a lifestyle choice.
Wow,
and that's awesome. What I am most excited about when I go on journeys with our patients.
And then another thing too is once you see them physically change, they mentally change.
It's true.
And they believe in themselves a little bit more. It's just that confidence that they need and they feel better.
It's true. It raises their vibrational frequency, and that allows for more things to come in, healthier outlooks, healthier relationships, healthier self-appreciation and love. It is a well-rounded, full picture when we're looking at, taking that time to do those things for ourselves. And it doesn't have to be my spot. I want it to be,
Yes.
I want it to be, but it doesn't have to be. It could be just taking a walk or taking a bath. I mean, these things can be all encompassing. Like, I just urge everybody to just take those times and to try to do it at least half an hour, in the mornings when you wake up or in the middle of your day, each day, and just spend a little time reflecting and doing something kind for yourself to kind of kickstart your routine.
I think we were meant to meet today because on the drive here, I was like, man, I really need some self-care. I'm just like running around all the time. So I'm just like, I needed today after this, I was like, I'm going to go get myself something because I just need like something nice, I don't know, but I think we were meant to meet. So we will connect after.
Absolutely.
And I hope you all stay connected with her. Kuya, do you have any questions? Anything you're curious about?
I met her.
Oh, yes.
Through, like I said, friends.
Of friends,
friends. They got some stuff done with her already. Oh, so I was like, you know what? Why don't I go ahead and try something for myself? Yeah, something different.
Yeah.
So I'm actually on a program with her right now. So, and I had a few people asking what I was doing. Yeah. And I was like, oh, there's something coming up because of course we're here on PHLV Radio, of course, and we're always on in the public. So I want to go ahead. I'll go ahead and spill the beans.
Okay.
She's actually the one that's doing my microneedling, so that's the reason why my face is...
I just got microneedled.
Did you?
I'm on day 5 right now.
I love
it. That's why I don't have any makeup on right now.
I look like on the first day.
How do you... Yeah.
Like, you remember Hellraiser?
Yeah. Just red, right?
Red.
How was the pain for you? Because to me, it wasn't that bad.
No, it was.
It's really not bad at all.
It's like... I don't know, and then I know the count. It's 3
Yes,
days.
Yep. That's awesome. I mean, I can see right here too.
Yeah,
it's like it's already looking different. Yeah, and it's tightening too. Yeah, we're microneedling twins.
Well, and I love
he was talking about this other stuff, and I'm like, hold on for a minute.
There's a lot. Yeah. There's a lot.
I didn't say about that.
That list goes on and on, right?
The list goes on and on. Yeah, it really, truly does.
We're going to see her more often.
Yes. Absolutely. Do you have any deals going on right now, or maybe like something for our viewers?
Actually, the laser lipo is unlimited for the month of April. Yes, it is during business hours, and it's really wonderful because a patient can come in, every day that we're open and get a treatment of that laser lipo. Now, they're not going to, by doing it that often, they're not going to just dump fat every single day because it takes the body time to process through. Yeah. So a lot of patients will choose to do it twice a week, 3 times a week.
Wow, that's not
However,
bad.
if somebody did do it that often, what would happen is skin tightening alongside with the fat reduction for the subcutaneous fat and for the visceral fat.
Okay, yeah.
So it's only $500. Typically, one treatment is $275.
Uh-oh.
So
where's Tony? Oh, then you got to meet Tony too.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I think we have a lot of people that are going to want to connect with you.
That, and we have one more really amazing deal. So when people come in, we do have the offer. It's $75. They're demo treatment, so they get a facial, a back of hands treatment for softening and youthfulness, because we all know that face, back of hands.
Yes.
We have to take care of the neck.
Sunscreen,
So, and then a body contouring treatment.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. A hair removal treatment. And a chemical peel.
Oh, yes.
So I think that covers all 5, I'm pretty sure. And so it's really wonderful. And we have specials on those packages.
Okay.
So that a person, if they want to do a package into that deal to continue, it's going to be pretty much approximately around the half off price as normal when they come in for that special to come say hello and check us out.
That's awesome. I hope you guys are all listening because this is really big. Please go check out Rachel at Oasis Beauty Medical Aesthetics. Do you have any last closing remarks?
Yes, stay healthy, Nevada. It's just so imperative. Self-care. And we just are here to support the community, and we're here to be, a standing luxury spa within Henderson. So please come visit.
Yes.
And I'll tell you, our phone number is 702-848-1553.
Awesome. Kuya G, any last remarks?
Well, you know what? I'm going to be checking that out. That other thing for $500 for the whole
year. Tomorrow.
So.
Are you open? I meant to ask. Are you open?
So we are open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 6. Okay. Saturday, 10 to 2.
Okay, and then just close Sunday, Monday.
Close Sundays and Mondays.
Okay. Yeah. Well, if you see us there,
yes.
Don't be surprised.
If you get there and I see you like peering through the window, you're gonna come out before 10 o'clock. It's gonna be a problem.
Oh my gosh, thank you again for joining us today. I really appreciate having you here and sharing your business.
Thank you so much.
I really commend everything that you're doing. I can tell how beautiful of a person you are inside and how much you really care. So I really want to share your business with the rest of the community and encourage all of you guys just to even check out for a consultation. You never know what you might need, what questions you have, anything that you're concerned about. Please reach out to Rachel and I know she'd be fantastic at helping you all. Alrighty. Yeah. Thank you all for joining us today. We are going to be live again every Thursday at PHLV Radio. You can find us on Spotify Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and iHeartRadio. Alrighty. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week. Bye.